Greetings! I'm Kenotsuarts or Kainotsuki and this is Magical Sound Design. Today I will show you how to make robotic sounds using totally free plugins. Here is an example. Let's begin. First of all, I use Vital to create pretty basic sound. And this sounds like shit, I know. But if we add spectrum mode in harmonic mode and distort it with formants, it starts sounding much more interesting. We will also need to modulate the words using macro. Then we add compressor, so this baby gets some fatness. And the vital part of this first layer is ready. Now we need to make it sound like something more metallic. And kilohertz resonator will help us in this short sound design journey. We will need to automate the pitch parameter to make some weird stuff. You can experiment with it by yourself and make the result you want, but be careful with the pitch, because if it's too high, it might hurt your ears. I've added the second resonator to make it sound versatile. Tremolo will add movement to the sound, so it would be more similar to a transformation. Pitch and neck tremolo is our savior. Bitwig has its own tremolo effect, but I found some third-party VST, so you can use it in any DAW you want. You will need to automate frequency and set depth to 100% or so. Flanger will make the sound more metallic. Change rate to the lowest, because in this case we don't want pitch shifting effect and feedback to 80% or minus 80% or so. It depends on your needs. Then we need kilohertz shaper in my case, or any other straighter to make the sound a bit more fat. The masker will help us to equalize some frequencies automatically, but be careful with varying frequencies to avoid some kind of phasor effect. Then we'll need a bit of reverb. I picked Solaris reverb because it's a bit trippy, kinda. Don't make the tail too long, so the result won't sound messy. I know, messy. Haha. These are all the automations for the first layer. When the first layer was ready, I duplicated the tracks so I can use the similar preset, but I automated parameters in a different way. The third layer is basic 88 sound. You will need to change the wavetable to the sine one, make your envelope pretty steep, modulate your sine's pitch with this envelope, and add the compressor in the vital itself. Then I use the shaper again to make it more fat. After I bounced the track, I flipped the sample so it sounded the way I liked it. I made some kind of riser, 808 riser, and put it before the main sample. And then I created some kind of shitty percussion, and I initially wanted to use it as this, but then I flipped the sample. You will see the result a bit later. Then I decided to use the first layer one more time, but with a bit different automations. Here you can see automations of both layers. And now to the juicy part. There are some very useful effects that can help you to create robotic or glitchy sound from basically any other sample that initially might not sound like something synthetic. Effects like flanger, resonator, or comp filters, frequency shifters might be your best helpers in this case. If you like my content and you want more tutorials about sound design, music production or 3D, like, subscribe, help.